I would make 1 million. I showed them how a black building. I told them, and I showed them. I told them I'm a black reptilian. I told you, I should expose you. Need an explosion. Lean on my shoulder. Thinking of folded. Touching the homies. Ignorant. Penitentiary teachers, we selling slavery sentences. My Twitter feed never mention these. Feeding our children these. Flooding the mentions with rappers ain't worth a mention. These getting attention for selling ignorant. I believe in black and I can see the rap. And I believe in cap. And I agree with cap. I believe in rap. I believe that I'm that.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in NFC, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Down.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On second down, here's Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
A run for Kamara on first down, but the running room closes up quickly as he's only able to get a yard there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Carr to throw on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
The kick by Lutz is good. But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Gives himself up, but not before he picks up a 1st down. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the 1st.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They run it again with Kamara. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Completes it to Perry. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the 1st.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This is Perry. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Kamara is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mayfield running left on the option. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw, Mayfield. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Ten 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. First down, here's White, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing, Mayfield. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, on 133. Hey, on 133. King. Let's go.
Now Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. That's out wide for Palmer. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now back to the ground game with White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. Gold with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Saints going to send out Blake Gillikin to punt on 4th down here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at their own 13. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Second down and 8.
Pistol. Real.
Mayfield now.
Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that felt...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score. They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Carr, quick throw, it's complete. Touchdown! A.T. Perry,
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
and the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Trey Palmer, 75 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hurry, hurry!
White running to the left.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Mayfield.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup.
This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Into the hands of Perry, complete.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt, and he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
1 second, all that remains. Complete right side to Otten.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Mayfield. Here's White. They set up the screen. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Mayfield with it once more. Rolling to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Godwin, the motion man.
Now Mayfield on 4th down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A give to Kamara running right. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And they're going to speed things up here.
39-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
637. It's mine. 618.
Throwing his car on 3rd down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's Devin White, the linebacker.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
Yeah, this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mayfield looks to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They run with Perry. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
To throw his car. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10.
At their own 46.
He'll start with a give to Kamara.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Again, it's Kamara. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Carr. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
2nd down, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's right. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And Mayfield will have a 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Palmer. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to get the football back at their own 17. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Carr to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Play fake. Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get them the completion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Mayfield. And now another one thrown incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hurry, hurry!
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. So obviously that one really hurts not to be able to convert. But this one's not over yet, Charles. Look at the clock, and then also 2 timeouts still left for them.
And if I'm coaching the defense, I think I'm going all out. And what I mean by that is nothing but pressure packages going at them. I'm going to force them on offense to kind of gamble a little bit, because I will leave openings, all right? You can sting me, but how often will they want to do that? They're going to want to run the ball and bleed the clock. I'm going after them, hoping to make a big play.
And in a sense, 3 timeouts with that 2-minute warning limit.
Great note right there, because it was the 2 timeouts. They get a 3rd one back. They still have a chance.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Here comes the Saints punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now this throw caught left side.
And they get him down the line before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Mayfield.
This is caught by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Mayfield.
Flushed out right. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Baker.
Sliding out of the pocket. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now a give up the middle. This is right.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. Third down.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now.
Hey, alert 33. King. That.
Mayfield to throw. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them in bounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their number one running option that you've scouted and take away their number one receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
One last shot from Mayfield here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Down to their final play. They've got to get in the end zone. That's part one. Part two, the two-point conversion.
Throw the two-point conversion right out of their mind. That's what they have to do. What you said is accurate. In the end zone, have to score a touchdown for that to even matter.
This is third and goal.
Regular. Let's go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
So that'll do it.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been the prize, there's no need to be surprised.